down, get nice and comfortable. We'll set ourselves up and then we'll begin the workout. Come on down. Not getting changed out of a light dress, so no camera. Sarah, I don't blame you. Why not? That's the point. This is a nice quick break in the middle of your working day. Let's lie down. Eyes straight up at the ceiling. Arms relaxed by your sides. And just make sure you are comfortable. Knees hip width. Take a breath in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Just slowing things down a bit. So if you've had a stressful or really busy morning so far, the best thing you can do right now is just take a nice slow breath. And out. Take the arms overhead as you breathe in. In. Exhale through your mouth to crunch up, tuck the chin. And again, just in your own time, breathing in to reach over. Breathing out to lift, tuck the chin, and the shoulder blades are going to come out the floor. Breathing out. Now it's just a short workout, a quick break in your day. So getting straight into it. This is just to wake up your six-pack muscles. And practice the breath. One more. Hands face each other, they're just above your shoulders. Come onto your toes. Lift one knee up above the hip and the other. Push the lower back into the floor, so just take a little moment to press it down. Dead bugs, but start off with the feet. Tap your right toe down and your left toe. When you're ready, we do opposite arm, opposite leg. Oh, let's think about it a bit then. If you go on the wrong side, you'll soon know about it. Breathing out for the whole movement. Exhales. Resetting your wrists directly above shoulders. Knees directly above hips. Lower back is pushing down the whole time. Feel free to adjust this move. If that's hurting your back, make it smaller. You don't have to touch all the way down to feel it. This is switching on your transverse abdominis. And hold your knees above your hips. Push the lower back into the floor. Take the arms wide. This time for some knee drops. Keep the knees hip width. Drop halfway to the left. Come to the center. Halfway to the right. Over to the center. Breathing in and exhaling to the middle. Keep the back shoulder locked in the floor. Ankles are about knee height or just above. Starting to work into your sides. And plant your feet in the floor. Coming into bridges now. Hands down by your sides, palms face up, feet hip width. We tuck the pelvis underneath, we push up through our heels and slowly come down. So hopefully you've noticed that we've done the six pack, we've done the deep core muscles, we've done your sides, and now we're doing the back. Coming to the end of the warm-up, we are going to go back into those moves, using them for the main part of our workout, and add some advancements to them as well if you want to take it that little bit further today. And if you don't, that's absolutely fine too. One or two more hip bridges. And then we go back into our crunch. Reach the arms overhead, breathing in. Breathing out to crunch up. This was move number 1. If you want to make it bigger, you're going to lift your knees up towards the chest at the same time. Breathing out and in. Focusing on getting your shoulder blades right up out the floor. Aiming for about 10 repetitions, roughly, you know, give or take a few. When you've done round about that, we're going to make it harder. Triple pulse. 3, 2, 1. Tap down. 3, 2, 1. And tap. Breathing out. 4. And in. You don't have to go this quickly, by the way. I don't know why. I'm just hooked into the music. I can't help it. It's a good job it's not going any faster. I'd be on fast forward. Whoa, you're feeling that now. The six pack is saying yes. Yes, please. One more. Ooh, take a moment. Well done, everybody. Woo, time to work the transverse abdominis. Back to those dead bugs. Knees, wrists, ready. Yeah, let's start with the normal one. Normal dead bug. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Bring it in. Switching, bringing it in. To make this one a little bit trickier, we're going on the diagonal. Opposite arm, opposite leg, but aim for opposite corners. At the same time, you've got to stretch the leg out and try and keep your hips completely still. That's the tricky bit. Realigning your knees above the hips, that's also pretty hard. Your knees are going to want to come in because it feels easier. So really brace your core. This is one of those times when I'm going to say, okay, if it hurts, of course, listen to your body. But if your body is trying to find shortcuts and make this easier, you know, maybe we say no. Maybe we say, no, actually, I came here to really work my core. And have a break, obviously. One or two more. And it's knee drop time. Start with normal ones. Breathing in, breathing out to the middle. Today, we are going to do a figure of 8 with our knee drops. You go down to one side like a little loop, and you come up, lift the tailbone out the floor, and you reset in the middle. So we do a loop, we circle the knees in towards the chest. Loop the loop. And that's a big out breath there. What this one does, it gets into your lower abs a bit more too. So you'll be working into your sides and the lower abs when you lift the tailbone up. So looping and looping. Think of the infinity sign. That's what we're trying to make, sort of. Mine looks a bit dodgy. Give it a good go though. One or two more of those loops. Angela, hello. Woo, well done. Back to your hip bridges. Start with the ones we did last time. Basic hip bridge. We tuck under, we push up, we squeeze the bottom and hold, and slowly down. That might feel great. You might want to carry on with that, but if you want a little bit more, we're going to do marching hip bridges. So push up on one leg, going to drop down and then switch legs. Push up on the other one, drop down, switch legs. With a big breath out, and lower down slow. Big breath out. Bracing through your core, pushing hard through the one leg. Bit of single leg work. Really good for building strength. Aim for 4 more reps in whatever you're doing. And then you can relax. Tell you what, I can feel my butt cheeks after doing stronger and then hit with weights. Let's roll over. Onto our fronts. Make sure your elbows are positioned under your shoulders. You can bring your hands together like a fist, or you can keep them apart, 2 fists. Knees go wider than your hips. Shuffle them out. And put some pressure into our forearms and our knees, lifting the hips out of the floor on a 3, 2, 1. You ready? Breathe in. 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. Hips come out the floor, and you are doing a plank. You can lengthen your legs if you want to. Again, my feet are slightly outside my hips. I'm just going to tuck my toes under, and I'm actually just going to come back onto the mat. I'm so tall. I've just come off the mat. If you've never met me before, I'm 5 foot, just so you know. Lengthen the legs. Squeeze the bottom. Hold it still and push out of your shoulders. Eyes are looking down to the fist in front of you. Keep it still. We dip one knee down and the other knee down, keeping the hips the same height and exactly where they are. If you're on your knees today, you lift one knee up, then the other knee up and down, up and down. You don't have to go this speed. It's up to you. Use your breath. Notice I'm barely touching the floor. We'll go faster for 8, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep it going. 2, 1. Rest. Oh, sit back in a child's pose, please. Drop the head. Feels nice. Feel free to move around in this stretch a little bit if it feels good. One stretch I really love to do here is just taking it over to the side. Put your hand right over to the left side. The right hand on top. Just gonna interlace there. Tuck my chin. See if I can poke my head through my arms. Really nice stretch. Walk your hands away from your body. Take a breath out, relax. Let's try the other side. Walk the hands over, interlace, tuck the chin. And let's get to a little bit of rotation. I'm going to sit down and take the legs wide. I'll face you for this one. Take the legs wide. As wide as you can, roll the thighs out to the side. We're doing the Pilates saw. But first, just get yourself ready. And if you find you're really rounding your back here and you just can't sit up straight, prioritize sitting up straight. Bend the knees and adjust until you can. We rotate. And we reach. Inhale and exhale. Fingertips are glued together. We're thinking precision. Thumbs are tucked in. Shoulders down away from the ears. Upper body is in check. Torso is rotating all the way to one side. And you're using the front of your abs, your six pack, to pull yourself down to your leg. To do that, breathe out hard through your mouth. You don't need to rush these ones. Lower body, thighs are rolling outwards. Try and keep it relaxed if you can. We're gonna pulse this for 3, 2, 1. Rotate, and a 3, 2, 1. Rotate, breathing out 3 times on those pulses. If you have a tight lower back, this will probably feel really nice. Just stretching out that lower part, the QL. You might find that you feel it more on one side than another. That's because no one is perfectly symmetrical. And then hold it here. Walk the hands down the middle, see how far we can go with this stretch. Soften arms, elbows, shoulders, head, neck. And one more stretch before you go today. I think the mermaid would be a really nice one. Mermaid into wild thing. Take your right leg behind, grab hold of the ankle. 90-90 the legs. So the mermaid is a stretch side to side. Imagine you got your tail on. Let's just do a few side to sides and make it pretty fluid. You imagine you're a ballet dancer with your arms. Anyone do ballet or used to do ballet? Hand underneath your shoulder. Let's do the wild thing. We're coming up onto this front knee. You can come up onto the back knee as well, or you can stretch the leg out. See what you feel like. So I'm coming up. Do you know what? I'm going to stretch that leg out. Squeeze the bottom, push the hips forward and look down at your hand. This is the wild thing. If you've been sat at a desk, this is a really nice stretch to do. You're extending your spine, opening everything up at the front. Oh, and it's great on your hips, isn't it? Let's change sides. Woo. On the mermaid, so we get a little bit of side-to-side movement. Let the arms flow, feel good. As the arms are flowing, I'm just flowing my breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth with the movement. Time for the wild thing. Last time. Wrist under shoulder. We try and keep it there, just because if it's stuck out there, it's going to put maybe a bit of unnecessary pressure into the shoulder. So I'm just going to line it up there. Come up. And see what I want to do with that leg. Yep, I want to stick it out. Don't know why. Feels nicer. No, it just felt a little bit restricted there. But if you want to feel more of a stretch down the front of your leg and into your hip flexors, yeah, maybe put the knee down, just like so. Also depends on how far you're pushing your hips forward too. Whoa, and take a seat, everyone. We're going to take a refreshing breath in to re-energize, bring oxygen to our body. And a breath out to help relax. And you can give yourselves a big clap. Lunch break Pilates.